The following is a simple explanation of fundamental due process. If somebody or some organization is making a claim against another, the person making the claim is referred to as the claimant. The person or entity that they are making the claim against is referred to as the respondent. Now, the respondent has three different ways he can respond. He can either admit that the claimant's claim is correct. He can say, no, you're not correct. I don't owe you, but I'll pay you if you can prove it. Or he can remain silent, and he can tacitly admit that the claimant's claim is correct, in which case that would become a presumption of law, which is rebuttable in the future. If the respondent does not talk, then he admits to the claimant's claim by a tacit admission. If he does talk, he must challenge the claim by saying, prove it. The respondent now shifts the burden of proof to the claimant, and the claimant must then prove his claim that the respondent owes him whatever he is seeking. If the claimant does not prove with evidence to the respondent, then the claimant must quit, or means he must stop asserting the claim against the respondent. The respondent then wins the battle. So the claimant now says, well, what do I do? Do I have the evidence to prove this claim? And the respondent now just has to wait to see if the claimant will prove his claim or if he will quit. If the claimant refuses to provide any proof that the respondent owes, then the respondent has won. Game over. If the claimant continues to assert his claim against the respondent without proof, then he is now starting to damage the respondent, and the respondent will now have a claim that the claimant is attempting to assert a claim without proof. And that is how fundamental due process works. The aspect of law that is imperative for everyone to understand is that the tacit admission is critical in law. Otherwise, the process of law and due process stops. And that means that if someone is making a claim against you and you say nothing, then you are tacitly admitting by law that their claim is correct. This process must stay in place for law and due process to work. Otherwise, the actions of someone making a claim would just stand still because everyone would just not say anything, and then the process would stop. So the tacit admission is critical, and everyone has to understand that the tacit admission is how the government, most of the time, asserts a claim over somebody by claiming that they have tacitly admitted that the government's claim is correct.